My name is Austin, and this is Dungeons and Dracon Beams, MegaMorphs 3. The early morning bright orange sun peeks over the nearby mountain. Dark clouds gather overhead, and with small booms of thunder, it begins to rain down on the prehistoric landscape. Below, within the budding lush forest, there are intense moments playing out. A great horned owl circles overhead, weighing the options. On one hand, you have the Triceratops and two Andalites negotiating with 5 Hork-Bajir controllers. About 50 feet away from that is a Pterodon fending off 2 Deinonychus and others closing in, teeth bared. Not even 50 feet from that is another big Deinonychus with blue feather frills standing over another with a darker green tint. As raindrops plummet from the sky, shooting in front of a great horned owl, it falls down and splashes onto a leaf. The water spreads out, but as gravity takes it, it all cascades to the middle, the weight causing the leaf to fold slightly, sending the reformed water droplet down, 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 missing all the other leaves and objects standing in its way. It shoots towards the 2 Deinonychus, misses the first's head, and just skimming the razor-sharp, hooked claw on its foot, the tip resting just over the eye of the other Deinonychus. The water droplet finally meets its fate as it splashes into the eye. Savannah.
So Savannah has not often had issues controlling her morphs. This isn't like that terrier instinct where it took her by surprise when she was upset and allowed the dog to take over. And she has been trying to do her normal way of working with this animal, to play with their instincts, to give and take from what they want, to be able to use their body. But this is different. This raptor is not an animal that has these sort of instincts that she's used to. It's pure, way more pure than anything in their time. This is much older, and it's fighting for control mentally with her. And so she's seeing through the eyes of this beast that killing claw hovering right over, and the fear starts creeping in, and all of these thoughts start flipping through her head like a Rolodex that's being spun so fast, and all of these questions, regrets, guilt over the bad decisions that have led up to this moment are all present. And it's questions: what do they say to the Yeerks? Are they going to be okay without her? Who's going to take care of Possum if they ever get back? And one thought starts pushing its way to the front of her mind, this thing that she's been trying not to think about all day, but has only been able to focus on all day. And she can almost feel in her mind the jaws of this raptor start to close on her throat. And so with that kind of final push of fear of a prey animal that has no business being in this predator body, she fires off one last thought speak. Dylan, I really liked you. And then she's gone.
Kamren shoots down into a dive. Zach, get your big ass over here and bring the Andalites now. Dylan's being swarmed, Savannah's on the ground and out of control. She's in her dying eye susmorph. Everybody roll some initiative.
Oh no.
Damn.
Oh my god. Dylan.
Oh no.
Yay. Well,
oh no.
I really liked you too.
Together or not at all, baby.
This is a skills challenge. So the rules of this are: you can't use the same skill as the person before you. Can't use the same skill twice in a row. Kamren can give advantage on perception or insight only once. Aximili can give advantage on history or technology only once. And Matea can give advantage on stealth or animal handling only once. Savannah, you are not making skills challenges to help the party. If the time comes, you might make some to hinder them, though. Your all's goal for this, you have 3 ways that you can go. You can either try to initiate, like, get Savannah's mind back and reinitiate her skills challenge to try to control the morph. You can extract Savannah and get the fuck out, or you can leave Savannah and get the fuck out. I mean, there's other options you guys can go with, but for your skills challenge, those are the options for right now. Zach.
First skill that I'm going to use is Persuasion. I put on my best Andalite voice, and I address the Hork Bajir. You wish to prove your allegiance, your cooperation, restrain these Deinonychus. If I can use like commanding presence or something, I'd like to, because I have that, but...
For sure.
When you make a charisma persuasion check, you can expend 1 superiority die and add the superiority die to the ability check.
Yes, you can do that, and I'm going to give you advantage on this roll because there was a roll you were supposed to make at the end of last game that you didn't get to make because we ended before it got back to you. So you have advantage on this roll because Aximili is assisting you.
Cool. All right, that's plus my actual persuasion. So 25.
We will do what we must to show that we can work with you. And noticing like all the commotion coming from behind them, you see them start to move that way.
Okay. I'm also going to move, just as a move action. I'm just going to move over there towards these fellers.
All right, Dylan.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna try and beat one of these guys, please. But what I'd like to do is I'd like to use insight to see where the exact best place to put my beak would be to get it incapacitated.
Yep. I love the use of insight for that.
Okay, I won't though. Oh no.
Unfortunately, it's hard to, pinpoint this exact spot whenever you have raptors chomping in your face.
Yeah. Cool. As
the Andalites move forward and the Hork Bajir, it will distract some of the Deinonychus, and that will give you guys advantage on your rolls for this round. But as this one raptor, or this one Deinonychus is on top of the other, and it's moving its big mouth beak down towards the throat as it has it pinned down with its claw, it opens its mouth. As it's about to chomp, Savannah, give me a athletics or acrobatics check.
Do you want it as Savannah or as
the Deinonychus?
Did it matter? Did you have to fucking roll? Hey, dog. Hey, audience. That was 2 crit ones. I rolled 2 crit ones together. Did you have to roll, dickhead? Did you have to slam me when I was down?
What if
Hang on. Oh, never mind.
I'm just kidding. You did. I get it. I'm just kidding. I'm just being obstinate. You do you.
I'm Austin.
I'm sorry. You're just being obstinate.
Or this Deinonychus bite you in natural ones.
What does that do? What happens when we both roll now ones? I've never failed so hard before together.
He chips a tooth.
But then what, do I die anyways? Does the tooth also like shoot out of his mouth into my eye and burst the eye anyways? Like what happens?
What happens is he goes to chomp down, and as he does, another one of the Deinonychus runs past and he accidentally bites his tail. But so no damage. It's like clean slate now. You guys look at each other for a second and are confused, but go back to both your mouths chomping towards each other. Shit. Zach.
What?
It's your turn, bro.
Fine. I get. What did the Hork Bajir get to go?
They jump into the trees and swing through the branches, ignoring the difficult terrain.
All right. I'm going to try to use deception to fool this Deinonychus the way that I did the T-Rex by like thought speaking at it and confusing it.
Okay.
Is that deception? Would that work?
I would let you use deception for that.
Okay, thank God.
As you're coming around this corner, you also see Dylan has 2 chomping at her and more moving towards her.
Oh God. Then I'll thought speak at all of them.
Okay.
Whichever one it works on, it works. Fuck it.
Perfect.
I'm just gonna yell. I'm not gonna even, there's no words. It doesn't matter what the words are. I'm just yelling noise to try to confuse them. And what's the Sherlock Holmes? Discombobulate. Yes, I have advantage on charisma deception checks. Okay, 21.
You guys hear this burst of thought speak just echo out over everybody. The Dionicus freeze up for just a second and kind of look around. That is a success.
I'm so stressed.
Dylan.
Yeah.
You are up. And you have 2 Dionicus chomp chomp, and you see more moving in.
Great. I'm gonna do something similar to what I did last time. Instead of trying to incapacitate them now, I'm using medicine to find the quickest way out on, their lives.
Oh,
the quickest way out of their lives.
Not out of death.
Yeah.
Not out of their grasp. Out of the. I get you now. Yes.
Yeah.
Works for me. You have advantage.
Advantage.
Right. What does Dylan find?
I think that she sees that there is this, on the one to her right, she sees that there is this, little patch of, already scarred flesh, but right above it, there's this wound that hasn't quite healed. So she's poking her beak right in there. Just...
You hear the thought speak blast come from Zach, and this Dionicus turns and exposes this part of its neck. And as soon as it does, it just slumps like you just Altair Assassin's Creed came up from behind and slipped a blade into the back of his neck. He drops. There's another one still chomping at you. Savannah, you are up. You are a full-blown Deinonychus. There's another standing over you, the alpha of this pack. Who knows if that's how what the textbooks say, but you guys are here now seeing it, that this one is the alpha. And it squares up with you as this exchange of you two has in this thought speak blast has temporarily backed him up. You guys are now kind of faced off as you're still kind of laying on your side.
He's not pinning me down anymore?
No, with all this commotion that just happened, it was just enough to kind of break you guys apart for a second.
I think the Raptor would immediately try to get up. And if he's looking away, turned away, this is still a battle for dominance. So I think that they would try to lunge right at that leader's throat.
Hell yeah, go for it. But guess what?
What?
14 hits.
Fuck yeah.
Roll some damage.
I will roll some damage.
10 piercing.
I'm gonna take over this fucking pack. So this raptor is going from laying on its side, about to have its eye pierced through, and in that moment of the sort of foot being removed, getting that chance and seeing the turning of the neck, that Deinonychus that's the pack leader, I'm imagining, is concerned about what's going on the exterior. The raptor that Savannah is right now is not at all worried about that. They're who cares? I just got my chance to put in a hit on this thing. So it's just that pure instinct of get up, like any sort of animal that's pinned, of immediate up, and then seeing that opening, it's without hesitation, mouth open, lunge towards its throat, and then just kind of close it. Probably not right on a place that would kill it instantly, probably lower down, but getting that raking teeth and pulling out a bunch of feathers and blood, feathers, gore, that kind of stuff everywhere. And then probably just a really all of her feathers go up, and then just a low growl.
And he looks at you, and he seems to drop down for just a second, but then you hear this low guttural rattle come from deep in his resonating chamber, and he looks like he's jumping forward towards you.
I don't want to call it Savannah Raptor, that's wrong, but I'll just call it my Raptor. My Raptor is, because there's no easy to get to stuff, and they were just at the disadvantage underneath that one, it's just going to be preparing for that pounce, preparing to get underneath and up as it's coming at her, she's going to do. She's just going to get ready for this attack.
The feathers start to frill as it jumps forward, and it will try to bite at you first.
When it tries to bite at me, that's going to leave an opening as its neck kind of stretches out into getting into its underbelly. So I think she's going to try to take one of those claws and just go up and scratch at its stomach.
Roll it up.
Do my best.
You manage to miss with that first claw swipe as it takes a deep bite into you, but it doesn't get past your neck frill of feathers, pierce any skin, and it leaves another opening.
So when it comes in, like, tries to bite and just gets feathers, yeah, she'll go again with, like, just try to, I think it's like almost like a side swipe, like not even thinking it through, like just that's how they attack. So it's kind of like when trying to get that second one in, and we'll see if it's contact.
17 hits.
Cool.
For 10 slashing. This raptor takes this claw deep into it, and it's just... But then it tries to stomp down with its 2 claws, so it'll take 2 claw attacks against you. Does a 20 and a 15.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
those super hits.
17 slashing as these claws rake towards you, and you 2 roll and then jump back up to your feet once again, circling around each other. You do see this Deinonychus that was like the last of the ones going towards Dylan kind of slow up a little bit and look back at its alpha. Zach, you see the Hork-Bajir swing through the branches over the brush and join into this fray. You are up. Kamren flies past in between your horns, and he'll take an attack on one of the Deinonychus.
I don't want to die or nothing.
I don't either. But he doesn't want Dylan to die either. So that is going to hit for 3 slashing on the closest one towards Dylan. And he does not have enough to do his flyby and get away. So he is still in the mix right here. The Andalites are just ahead of you. We'll say they got up here with a little bit before the Hork-Bajir. I'll have Aximili intercept one, and is Matea over one? Matea. We'll give them some attacks. Zach, go ahead as I make these.
I'm going to try to do a performance check. I am going to, just at Savannah, thought speak at Savannah, but sing some song that I know annoys the shit out of her. Hello works perfectly. It's going to be Adele.
No, commit to it. Sing it. Do it.
And he's in his fucking, into Savannah's head, you just hear, hello from the other side. Get up. Stop being a fucking jackass. Hello from the other side. Over and over.
Inspiration.
Cover no one wanted. How's a nat 20?
Natural fucking 20.
Does that work?
Yes, that triggers the skills challenge for Savannah to regain control. So Savannah, you hear Zach's voice echo through your brain, and it's trying to pull you back.
I'm gonna not move.
Dylan
she's got all these Deinonychus around her, and she's just poked this one to death. Now the Hork-Bajir are coming in, so she's feeling a little panicked. So what she's gonna do is she's going to sling her beak around and look at this one that's to her left, the one that Kamren has just raked, I guess, the face of, and she's going to let this guttural sound come out of her, and she's going to try and intimidate, even though that's not typically a Dylan thing.
Almost like you're the alpha. It hears this and lowers itself and kind of starts moving backwards.
It's the blood dripping off of her, I think, that really does it.
Yeah, you see Kamren as he this thing moves away, and he starts to flap to move away from it. He's like, damn, are you okay? Is everything all right?
No.
Flaps and turns back to the battle, a little intimidated himself. Top of the round, Savannah. What's going through Savannah's mind as she hears Zach singing, and how does it resurface a little bit?
I mean, she kind of checked out when this raptor was taking over. Like she was trying to fight it for a while and just kind of got buried in it. So I think it's a moment of sort of an unexpected, she's kind of buried under that raptor mind. And so it's this moment of unexpectedness that draws her up a little bit. So it's not like she's immediately like, oh God, I know what's going on. I have to take control, blah, 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 blah. It's more like, I didn't ever expect to hear this again. This was not something that why is this happening?
I think that might be a good insight as well. With that, you're not fully conscious yet, but you are being pulled a little bit more towards the surface. But now you have this Deinonychus raptor in front of you, squaring off with you, and it's your round. What do you do?
What's this thing doing?
Oh, it looks like it's waiting for an opening.
I too am waiting for an opening.
And let's roll initiative again just to see who finds the opening first.
Fine.
You find the opening first as it lunges towards you.
Hell yeah. Idiot. Idiot other Deinonychus that was going off too soon. Idiot. Yeah, so she's gonna bite and then literally like try to like bite, crash up into it, and then like with her jaws kind of there do the claw underneath, like yeah. Fuck.
So you miss the bite, but as you like roll back and it's chomping at you too, it's gonna take a bite. It misses as well as you two roll with each other, and as you roll over, if you want to try to make your claw attacks in this.
You bet.
So it does hit.
Sweet.
And a 20 hits as well. Hey, max damage on the first one. Savannah, what does it look like when you take the alpha of this Deinonychus pack and take the alpha title for yourself?
Hell yeah. That killing claw slashes across its stomach, and just like that little chunky kid at the beginning of Jurassic Park, its guts spill everywhere. This raptor looks like a dopey little idiot wide-eyed boy that stumbled into a site of a dig and has no fucking business being there. Anyways, this raptor gets its stomach slashed open. It goes like down, and then Savannah just kind of like goes up to her full raptor height, all feathers like completely fluffed up, looking gigantic, and just does that barking cry, taking control of her new pack.
Zach, as you have like paused just a second here and like getting ready, maybe your front foot is like raking the ground, the dirt up underneath you. Well, the mud as it's getting wetter and wetter. And you see this Savannah Deinonychus just call out to the pack, and the pack responds. They slowly start to stop, but they're still engaged. But they seem to be like seeing what their new pack leader is saying. You're up though.
I'm gonna reach out to Savannah. Are you back yet? So I'm gonna do an insight on just like, is this worse now? Or are we okay or what?
You don't get a response back from her. Whether it's better or worse is up to you, but you know she still doesn't have control from that insight, and that is a success still. Just whether it's better or worse is gonna be how everything plays out from here. But you got the facts with it. Dylan.
So this guy started to move away from me, but is he far enough away that I could like try to gain some ground and not get an attack of opportunity if I tried to swoop up?
Yes, because so for one, you have flyby. I think that just lets you do that. But he also does back away, and as like the once Savannah Raptor is calling out, he does move back and like stand at her side. The intimidation that sent him back that way is gone now that he has a new alpha that just took his old one down at his back. But yeah, he's far enough away from you that you can move.
Okay, I wanna get the fuck out.
Kamren follows you.
Sweet.
What now?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna try and find the best route to get around behind Savannah.
And that can be perception. And as Kamren's up here with you and kind of banking with you, you have advantage on it.
Good.
Yeah, you see the other raptors are spread out. There's two more that are engaged with Matei and Aximili, and then the Yeerk Empire surround them. But yeah, you can find the way around and back. So success. Savannah, your pack has started to move back towards you, but you see two of them are still engaged with a lot of enemies, more than your new hurt pack can take.
Yep. She is seeing the ones that are coming back to her, the other two. She's going to give one last commanding bark to come towards her, and then she's going to turn and lead them into the brush. They're going to try to disappear and escape from here because this is too many things that are attacking them. They are still somewhat ambush predators, even though they can work together to take down larger prey. This is too much for her pack.
And as you take really the one member that's like in this this group with you, because as the other two try to leave, the Hork-Bajir don't let them. They hop on them, they take them out, gruesome, blades everywhere, blood everywhere.
Okay, Matt Mercer.
I said restrain.
Yeah, I know. This isn't the Hork-Bajirs, if that helps. It's the Yeerks. What better way to restrain them than make sure they can't move anymore? But Savannah, as you see this happen, what happens in Savannah's mind?
I think there's a bit of a disconnect there now. Savannah's kind of starting to resurface, and this raptor, seeing its new pack kind of cut down, immediately refocuses on the one member that's still there, because it's not about the ones that get slaughtered, it's about the ones that survive, and can they find more and repopulate and create that strength. And that's so far opposite of where Savannah is. She is always about, I need to protect my people, I need to take care of them. So there's kind of a further divide internally of how this is handled.
Make a check to see if you can bring yourself closer to consciousness through the 65 million year old instincts.
Hang on. This would probably be a pretty decent time to burn an inspiration, huh?
I think so.
Okay, yeah, this seems like the way to go. Hey, roll 20. Do better.
Do better, roll 20. Better.
Thank you, roll 20.
Savannah's focused on keeping her people alive. That's all it ever was. Her team needs to survive. We need to get out safely. They at least do. So they can continue the fight. The Raptors need to continue. You need to at least keep one. So, like you said, you can thrive. You can build the populations. There's a little bit of a connect there. Somebody needs to survive. And that just like brings Savannah's mind a little bit closer. So now it is Zach.
Zach is gonna do another persuasion check here to Savannah. You probably can see at this point that she's turning to leave.
She has left, like they're moving into the
She
woods.
left.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna call Thoughtspeak after her and be like, "Bro, where are you going? You're human. You're one of us. You're not a dinosaur. You need to stay with us." And yeah, I'll roll another persuasion. I will also burn an inspiration.
Okay.
And re-roll that.
I kind of like that was so like stressful. It just catapults her back into being a dinosaur.
God bless. All right, 15. That's all I got.
You see the Deinonychus stop for just a second, but as like the one beside it moves forward a little bit more, it joins it and they do keep moving. However, that is a success. These two do start to pick up the pace and move away from you. Dylan is up.
Okay. I want to, from the sky, I want to see the direction that these Deinonychus are heading. And I want to get where the Hork-Bajir cannot see me, but directly in the path of these Deinonychus, far enough away that I can land and demorph.
You fly ahead and they're like moving forward. Kamren's still in the air, kind of following, keeping an eye on everybody. I hope you know what you're doing.
I don't.
Well, the only one that does it right now. And he like looks at Savannah. Zach, Dylan's trying something. Keep the Hork-Bajir away. But be ready. I don't know how it's gonna turn out.
Yeah, okay. Got it.
Dylan, you get to the ground, demorph, and get back to you. Just as you see the first glimpse of these two raptors moving through the forest.
I think she's just going to stand there and wait until they see her.
So the first one sees you. It is not the one that is Savannah, and it lets out like these. And the other one turns and looks, and you see them both start to like move to the side and flank, but they move forward closer to you.
Sweet. She's going to take a step toward them, toward the Savannah one specifically. And she's shaking her hands beside her. She's like, oh boy, oh God, oh, this is so dumb, oh God.
This feather mane is starting to shake as it expands. The Savannah Raptor kind of lowers and cocks back. Looks like it's about to attack.
So she's shaking her hands and she's gonna just breathe a little, and then she puts her hands beside her. She holds her head up and she says, Savannah, I was a coward, and what I meant in the lunchroom was that I want to go to the dance with you. Not the group, I want to go with you. So come back, I want to go with you.
Give me some kind of charisma roll.
Okay. I'm gonna burn inspo.
Yes. Okay, so what this does is give you another failure on the skills challenge. Savannah is within her own skills challenge. So Savannah, you hear that. The raptor's open its mouth and it's about to lunge forward. What is going through Savannah's mind?
Oh boy. That was the kind of final thing that she was thinking about before she fully let go and the raptor took over was that kiss from earlier that day. And so that brings all of that back to the forefront for her. Like that was the thing that she was like, every time she was trying to figure something out or understand like what they're going to do about the Yeerks, or when Zach was taking over and like they're talking about feeding lines and how that's going to work. That was the thing that she kept being like, I have to push that back. I can't think about it. And it's the thing that kept coming to the forefront unbidden. So that brings it all back almost, I think, unbidden to her as well, because that's the thing she kept trying to push down.
Okay, so you are going to make another concentration check as you see your partner raptor open its mouth and lunge forward. You have access to all of Savannah's feats and traits, so clever girl applies here. Roll it up.
I have access to all of my stuff.
Yes.
So I could use Wave of Wisdom on myself, which I can. I could add 3 to that. But I feel like that might be the only thing I can do. Yeah, I think the highest I can get this is a 14.
Is Zach aware of what's happening? How far away are they?
They're pretty far. Like, you have been keeping up with them, but like staying back, like Kamren kind of told you, because Dylan had a plan. You can see them.
I would need a bonus action on my turn to do inspiration.
Within this commotion, and it's been a couple of rounds you following, you can get off a bonus action if you need to.
Okay. Savannah has inspiration.
Savannah, you have inspiration. Do you want to use it?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah, dog. And I added that 3 to it as well, so it's a 14, and I'm adding that D8. So 16. At the end of the day, we've fought and scrabbled for 15. Sorry, I was doing my reroll. So yeah, just 15.
The raptor jumps forward towards Dylan. What do you do as Savannah regains consciousness?
She's going to lunge right for that other Deinonychus's neck. She's taking it down.
And it's surprise, so roll it with advantage. 20 hits! God damn!
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just excited.
So this thing's running towards Dylan. Just a second ago, they were allies on their way out to go and worry about their pack. So this thing, open mouth, starts to go there, and Savannah regains that control, seeing Dylan there and hearing her words, and like that is one of her teammates. And so she takes like control of this body, lunges at its neck, and then as she is like going forward, very confused about everything that's just kind of occurred, all she says is run, and then on it, and is trying to keep it like pinned down, moved over. She's trying to move it away from Dylan.
Dylan's gonna yell, come find me, and spin and take off through the bushes.
After some wrestling around with this Deinonychus, it gets back up and kind of like sulks back like it's done something wrong.
I think she's just going to nip at its flanks and like move it. Like she's just trying to move it along and away from the direction of, I mean, not only her team, but also from like the Hork-Bajir and stuff. She's also still kind of trying to preserve this Deinonychus. And so she's just kind of moving it away, and it's going to be like, oh God, this is because I just watched this. It's like the scene in Air Bud. Get out of here. Go. I don't want you anymore. But in Raptor.
And it sadly looks looks back at you and chomps the air.
Don't do
And
that.
as it like lowers its head and the rest of its pack has been brutally slaughtered by aliens from 65 million years from now, this one lone raptor, the Omega, sulks off into the forest.